Indeed, the tweets you saw were not lying. I did indeed get off the plane when I returned to Japan and within 2 hours end up going to card shops in order to buy the new set. Simply built different, simply love Vanguard too much. Hello everyone, set 9 has released and this is releasing a day late because of course on Friday on the actual release day I was on a plane coming back from LA. As you can see, I was at Worlds doing commentary for the standard stage of the World Championship together with the lovely Outer Orange, and after returning finally on Friday, I am now back in Japan in a much safer environment than LA, and I'm ready to get opening for the new set, Dragontree Invasion, Ryuju Shinko. I also, as you can see, got myself a playset of all the Brandgate cards, and this was actually a steal because Brandgate turns out to be the most expensive nation in this set next to, well, I think it's either Dark States or Brandgate, and I think Brandgate actually has more expensive stuff than Dark States, which is pretty surprising. So before we open this box in today's video, I want to actually take a look and show you what is in the playset. So of course, the playset I got from my lovely shop that I always buy stuff at, Shaka Shaka Toreka, which you can check out if you ever visit Japan. So the Brandgate playset, of course, comes with a lot of lovely Brandgate cards. We have Vanguard at long last. We have a mecha, a robot in Ride Line, in standard, so I can finally play robots in all formats. Unfortunately, it's more of a Blau, like Nova Grappler style, than it is in a DP style, but still very good. Then the most expensive, like I think this might be the most expensive triple rare next to Unica, which is of course the lovely Freiheits. So this thing is a generic and also makes Welstra a really good deck. A lot of people are expecting Welstra to be really good this set, so that's that. Then we have another generic, which is of course the Dragontree card. So you can make a Dragontree marker, which apparently the Dragontree markers go for about 1,000 or 2,000 yen each. These are commons, by the way. We're gonna see how many we get in a box, but of course this guy's good just because like when you play a set order from your hand in your order zone, you can CB1 to look at top 5 and then choose a card that is a grade equal to or lower than your Vanguard and call it to rear, which is nice. It's like Eva support. I'm just not sure if it might be too like CB expensive in Eva. Then we have another support for our boy Vanguard, so just a way to recur your tactics orders. Then this thing apparently is also pretty expensive for a double rare. I haven't even read what this thing does. If you are Persona riding, Soul Blast 1, discard 1, gain 5k, and then choose a set order from your drop, add it to your hand, and then from your drop you add a... You can choose a set order from your drop that is a different name than the one that you added to your hand, and add it to your hand as well. So you Soul Blast 1, discard 1 to get 2 orders back. What the hell? This is like... I feel like this might have a space in Eva, actually. These are really good generic cards. What the hell, man? Then, of course, the hero support. Oh my god, heroes also got some good sauce and spice. So, of course, this guy... What was his effect again? It looks so cool, too. He reminds me of, like, Zero from the Mega Man series. So, when this is... Oh, discard it from your hand for the cost of your, you know, base in your order zone. You can cost 1 to call this to rear, and you can choose a hero from your drop and then put it, or scout it basically. So when you call something from the order zone, he calls himself out as well, and then he also scouts something, which is really nice, and he gets plus 10k if you have 2 or more cards in the order zone, which is like super good. Then Gravidia support, this one was like the one that like is like high roll Gravidia, so it's not super great. And then of course a bunch of like rares. There's a new heal guard, which looks pretty good. Actually, I kind of want to collect these in FR just because they look nice, but keep in mind they're only 10k shield, so of course and they only gain plus 10k shields, so they can only equal up to 20k, but it's kind of cool. Basically it's good for the new heals say like when you guard with them, if your Vanguard is lower grade than your opponent, then get plus 10k. So especially in this jet meta, that's pretty good. New base for you know, for Blitz, which makes Blitz really good as well, because it's like when it's put to order zone, you soul charge 1 and draw 1, and also when you activate it, or operate it rather, if it's in your main phase, you can look at top 5 and then choose a unit card from among them that is equal to or lower grade than your Vanguard and call it to rear, and then if you activated it or operated it during the battle phase, you draw 1 instead. So it's really good. And then of course all of the stuff, you know, all the orders for our new ride line here, and then the Gravidia support, and then more of our operate support, the ride line, this really cute girl for Vanguard. So Solos 1, discard 1 to choose a grade 1 operation card from your drop zone and add it to hand, and then of course the starter. So you don't get any Dragontree markers in playsets because, you know, they're technically not part of the decks or part of the nations, they're generic. So anyway, let's take a look at what set 9 is bringing to the table. I think at first, like, I only got 3 boxes of this set. You can see 2 more behind me here. Actually, you can't because the mic's blocking it. There you go. But basically, I only got 3 boxes because I wasn't really too excited for the set when it was first announced, and I was like, I can just get singles. And in general, I feel like there's quite a few dud triples and doubles, so it's like there's not much point in like opening a bunch of boxes. So instead, this time around, I was like, I would just open, you know, 2 or 3 boxes and then just get singles for the rest. And of course, this time around, we have the Dragontree itself, which is a generic, the new big boss monster. It's the first boss monster since like Brand, right? Because in terms of like evil boss units, we had Gize, then we had Brand, and that's been it. We actually haven't had any like big evil. Like we've had like rival characters and stuff who, like, obviously, you know, like Buff Sagara was technically a rival character, and Youthberg is technically a rival character, but not really like a villain. So this is the first villain unit in a while. And of course, you know, we have Jinky here with, as Kai likes to point out, his tongue out. And then there's also this Stoppity collab, which I'm pretty sure English won't get. Just because I'm saying that because in BT08 we've noticed that the Hololive stuff is not there, which I'm sure like eventually they'll probably bring to English, because I don't see, you know, Hololive just is way too popular not to bring. And then the sides of the box are pretty simple. The back, of course, shows all the new ride lines. So we have Unica, which I personally don't really care about. I've never been into witches, and it's really expensive, just because her voice actress is Mimori Suzuko, which is of course the voice of Korin. And then we have the new Bruce. I actually do want to build a new Bruce, just because I like Bruce. Vanguard, of course, my dude. And then the final one, Granfilia, I think was the name of it. If not, I'll see what the name is later down the line. And the cards I want to pull the most this time around, of course, are going to be Unica, just because she's worth a lot, and then all the Dragontree cards for sure as well. And there's also the Clean Sweep, which is a new double rare for Dark Stage, which is worth like 2,000 yen, which like helps. It's a really strong removal card that puts your opponent's rear guards to the soul, which checks the Eva matchup pretty well. So we have 2 types of pack design this time around. So one with Dungy and Bruce on it, which I find really cool. Finally, Dungy's on a pack, and then Jinky and the Dragontree. So I guess we'll go with the Dragontree one first and take a look at what we get. So the contents of the set this time around, we have 16 triples because of the addition of the Dragontree. 20 types of double rares, 20 types of rares, 44 types of commons, 2 types of DSRs, which are of course, well, the Dragontree and Bruce, and then 16 types of FFRs, which are all the triples, and then 40 types of FRs, which are, I think, the double rares and rares combined. So pretty cool. Let's get into it. I love the colors of this set, which is kind of like blue and this like vanilla color, so looks very nice. But yes, it's very nice to be back from LA. LA was fun. LA was dangerous and scary, and there was a lot of NPCs, but World itself was super fun. It was really nice to like see everyone and catch up with people that I haven't seen in years. So getting into it, we have this little guy. So when he boosts a Elma Jestar, when he boosts, if you have an Elma Jestar Vanguard, you can choose a trigger unit either from your hand or drop and put it to the soul, and if you put it from hand, you draw 1. So pretty good for common, actually. Sets up for the win con. We have the grade 2 of the ride line for Vanguard. This little, oh, we already have a rare. That's very early. So this is the mushrooms, the Horu Horu Mushroom. So Horu Horu Mushroom says, rear circle, put it to the soul to make 2 plant tokens on rear, and if you have a Granfia grade 3 or or Vanguard, then you choose one of your rears and give it plus 5k, which is pretty good. Like, just as the token maker, it's pretty nice because it generates soul too. Then we have the new base that I already talked about earlier, and we have a reprint Brandgate critical trigger. So I think the reprints come as 1 per box if I'm not mistaken, so very good reprint to get, honestly. Very happy with that. We'll take that for sure. And then the Gravidia common, Dragon Empire, Overdrive support, and these are the tokens. So you get these Stoppity tokens at the back. I don't know what they're going to do for English because these are just tokens. This is literally a plant token. So I guess if you didn't have enough plant tokens, there you go, you have them now. So moving forward, let's keep on trucking along and see what we get, because I want to see some triples, and I'll be very happy if we get a Dragontree along the way. So there's new Bastion support. When you guard with it, if you have Oh, you can choose any number of your grade 3 or greater rear guards, put them in the Guardian Circle, and then for that battle, for each unit you put, get plus like a shield. So this card was used by Toya in the most recent episode. I did catch up on the anime, by the way. I actually watched it in LA, so pretty happy that I finally caught up. We have this new Dark State support, so when this card is put from rear to soul, count +1 to add it to back to your hand. So really cool art, honestly, and very good in most Dark States decks, that's for sure. And we have a double rare. Ooh, okay, this is the Barrow support if I'm not mistaken, so sadly not clean sweep. I would have loved to see clean sweep in this slot, in this double rare slot. So this thing says when you text a Vanguard, if you have a Barrow Magnus of Vanguard, you can put one of your other rear guards to the soul, and then you choose one of your opponent's rear guards, put it to the soul, and if your opponent's rear guard was not put to the soul, he gets plus 10k power. So it's fine, I suppose. I don't think it's really that great because like you already put like your opponent's rear guard to the soul by Barrow's effect. So I guess if you put it like in different attack order, I'm not really too impressed by this card personally speaking. I don't know, but it's our first double rare. Then we have the starter for the new Dark States Ride line, and then some overdrive support, and then this is the big plant tokens. So this is again the Stoppity cards. I guess you just get one in every pack. So get a lot of tokens. I guess nobody will ever have the need for plant tokens again because everybody will have them. We have the grade 1 Granfia. So when this is written by the grade 2, you can call a plant token to rear, which is pretty good. Then we have the grade 0 of the Vanguard ride line. Looks really, really cool. A touch kata unit. Oh my god, in Dark Dragon Empire. When you boost Soul Blast 1 and give the boosted unit the effect for that turn. Auto, when this unit attack hits a Vanguard, you can retire an opponent's rear guard. So on hit isn't exactly too hot, but it's fine. Then we have this card, which is like Keter, but it's like, it reminds me of that old grade 1 that's like on call Soul Blast 1 draw card or something along those lines in Royal Paladin. It says, if you have 5 or more grade 2 or lower rear guards, you can count +1 to play this card, and then your opponent has to choose all of their front row rear guards and put them to the bottom of the deck. So just like a control card, which is pretty nice. All right, then we have the Battle Sisters, a bunch of like Divine Sisters in this set as well. This little guy, it's basically if this unit attacks and it's the 6th battle of this turn or more, then you, or if it's the 6th battle, then you get to get plus 10k, which is all right. We get the same token again, damn. So you really do just get the tokens all the time, I suppose. I'm still curious what they'll do for English. We just put more commons, or maybe this is where the double rare reprints go, because they announced those for English that Japan doesn't get. We don't get Bubble Mine reprinted, sadly. Damn, he looks cool. I have not seen this guy. This is buff Sagara support. So if in the drop, if you have a buff Sagara Vanguard, this unit is regarded as a grade 1. Dude, what the hell? This art is so sick. That's sick. Oh my god. I'm impressed. All right. Oh, we have a Dark States Heal Guard. So very nice little pale moon looking card. And we have, oh yes, more of the fruit and veggie buddies. So this is Granfia support. Once per turn, rear guard circle. If you have a Granfia Vanguard, Soul Blast 1, call a plant token to rear. And if your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, then you call 2 instead. So just lots of plant token creation, which I think is pretty good. Ooh, a new maiden. So looks really, really good. Honestly, looks like a grown-up Reno. So she says, when she attacks the Vanguard, if your opponent has 3 or less rear guards, Soul Blast 2, gain plus 5k power. And if your opponent's if your opponent has 1 or less rear guards, get plus 10k instead. I wouldn't Soul Blast for that. I would not Soul Blast for that. Oh yeah, counter charge for Bruce. Very nice. Dude, how many of these freaking markers will we get? Tokens rather, not markers. I wish it was markers. The Dragontree markers haven't popped up yet, and I really hope so. Oh, there we go. This is the Dragontree cards themselves, the Calamity cards. These ones in this set look a lot sicker than the ones from the last set. Like, there was that tweet that I saw that was like, it's like you left climate change on the table. The old ones look like climate change. These ones actually look very sick. Like, this looks like super apocalyptic and just like very sick. I love the art on these ones. They look awesome. Oh, we have the orange Ran Orangering. When placed on rear, call a plant token to rear, and then front row rear guard circle. During the start of your battle phase, if you have a Granfia Vanguard, you can call a plant token to the rear. So makes lots of plant tokens and is a double rare. And we have the Axe Girl for Bastion. So of course, we still have the same triple rare pattern as we had from set 6 onwards in Japan. I noticed when I went to Worlds that English has not changed triple rare patterns, unfortunately. This one's very nice, and sorry English that you don't have this one. But this is the Bastion support, the Axe Girl, drawn by Fuzichoko. So if you have a Bastion Vanguard, you can put it to Soul to give your Vanguard the effect continuous. All your grade 3 rear guards gain boost, and in the Soul you can put it to drop to choose one of your grade 3 rear guards and give it boost. So instead of Dark Strain, you can basically play her. So she's pretty nice. I mean, her art is really, really nice. So I'm gonna actually move the tokens here. They don't need to be taking up such a big spotlight. But moving forward, let's take a look. So, oh yeah, this is the grade 2 Granfia. This one basically says when you, it's a continuous. If you have a plant token on rear and you have the Granfia grade 1 in the soul, when you would ride the grade 3 of Granfia from your ride deck, you don't need to discard 1. So just make sure your plant tokens don't get retired, because if they do, this effect goes poof. But Granfia actually seems pretty interesting. Seems like a very strong aggro deck and like very budget too. So grade 2 for our friend. Oh, another grade 3 Calamity. And the Heal Guard for Brant. And following that, we have a double rare for Dark States. Again, it's not the really expensive one, but this is the Almagestar support. So when you place it on rear, if you have an Almagestar Vanguard, you can choose 2 trigger units from your drop and put them into your soul. So of course, if you have crits, that will set it up fast. And if you have crit in your bind zone, it gets plus 5k power, plus 5k shield on both players' turns, which is pretty nice for a bonus effect too. So finally, we just have a few more commons and the token on the back. Come on, Dragontree. We've only seen 1 triple so far. We can either hit 4 or 5 triples per box, so I'm hoping that we hit a Dragontree. Would be pretty cool. Or some Dragontree support. Alright, this is the orange order. So CBU 1 to make 2 plant tokens. It's not too bad. Not too bad. We have Brandgate, and alright, Granfia grade 0. Actually looks very pretty, so good art. Very good art, so... And then Stoppity thingy. Oh, dude, Calamity! Where are the Calamity markers? We need the Calamity markers. The Dragontree markers. Otherwise, we can't play the Dragontree. Oh, this is like a very machining looking card. Oh, this art is also like super sick. That's like Kerberos. So it says, once per turn, rearguard circle, if you have an Almagestar Vanguard, count lost 1, and then choose 2 trigger units from your drop with them to soul, and then he gets plus 5k power. So CB1 to set up is not too bad. Not too bad at all. Oh, we have a double rare, the Gravidia support into a FR. Oh, it's the Eugene FR. Okay, Mr. Eugene guy. I think it's a double rare, so at least that's good. So when he's placed on rear, if you have a Eugene Vanguard, count +1, discard 1, and then you can search your deck for a Regulus a grade 3 normal order that is not a Regulus piece, reveal it, add it to your hand. So it's an order searcher, doesn't search for the Persona Ride Maker order though. And then rearguard circle once per turn. If during your main phase you retire one of your opponent's rearguards by your card ability, so lost 1 to stand this unit, and he gets boost. So it's actually a good Eugene support. It's actually really good Eugene support. So we'll take that. And we get the starter, the Griffo Seed. So of course, this is the starter for the Dragontree itself. Really cool card. Honestly, I love the gimmick of like how they made this deck and like the whole like just everything they're doing with it. So if you want to find out what it does, it says for every Calamity card in your soul gets plus 2k power. And the first effect is this card, 3 Calamity orders and an over trigger make up a 5-card ride deck. So it kind of alters the rules of the game. It's very buddy fighty. And then at the beginning of your main phase, you can choose a Calamity card in your order zone and put it, not order zone, in your ride deck, put it to your soul. And then you can choose 3 Calamity cards that were your ride deck from your soul and put them back in the ride deck. And then from your hand or deck, search for Grifogira, which is the Dragontree grade 3, or grade 10 rather, and ride it a stand. And if you search your deck, shuffle your deck, and then if you road, you make 2 Dragontree markers on your rearguard circles. So very cool card. Nice that we've actually got it. And then of course we have the token as well as the grade 3 order for Vanguard. So come on, Dragontree. I want to see it. It would be hype. It would be big poggies. Don't disappoint me now. All right. Heal Guard for Keter into a token. Yes! All right, we got the big 2,000 yen Dragontree marker token. These are actually really expensive. Like, it's crazy because it's just like a common, but these are really hard to get. So this says you cannot put this in the deck. It's just a marker, and during your turn, if you have a Dragontree or a Musquis Vanguard, then the units in the circle get plus 5k power. So of course you can't just put, you know, just because you can put the Dragontree like support cards into any deck doesn't mean you can like if you make the markers, they won't do anything in a deck that isn't Dragontree or Musquis, whatever that is. But you know, the next set is named after masks, so I'm assuming we're gonna find out pretty soon. But yes, nice. Does that take up a rare slot? I think it did. Wow. All right. Well, I mean, it's more expensive than most double rares in the set. Almost all double rares. So I'm not gonna complain, I guess. All right. I just hope it doesn't eat up like a triple rare slot. That'd be kind of tragic. Oh, nice. We get the beautiful Daisuke Izuka Youthberg support. So the Dorubrig. When front row Reguard Circle, if your Vanguard is placed by a Revolt-dress ability, choose your Vanguard, give it plus 5k for the turn, and then when this unit attacks a grade 3 or greater, you can Soul Blast a Revolt form to give him plus 10k. So, cool little powerful card. FFR. FFR in one box. In just one box, 8k power, Dragon Empire. Alright, we get a FFR in a random box. It is gonna be the Verena support, Storegario. So, this guy says, when placed from hand on Rearguard Circle, if you have a Nirvana Vanguard, you can discard 1 and search your deck for a Overdress card and a Trickstar, so one or the other, and reveal it and add it to your hand. And then, when this becomes original dress, counterblast 1 and choose a Trickstar from your drop and call it to rear. So of course, it is also a Prayer Dragon, so you can also use it in Jiva, but very cool. Nice. I am very surprised. I didn't expect to get an FFR from stray boxes, considering how hard they are to pull, so that's a very pleasant surprise, and I will hope for more in the coming boxes. And it's nice that we got this in the one random box I choose to open for YouTube, because the other 2 boxes I'm going to be opening on my Twitch channel, which you should definitely go follow if you don't already. Link in description. This is the Drajul order. Like, people saw this and were like, oh my god, Drajul's doomed, and then they released a broken promo once again. So, Kalma's on Soul Blast 3, and then you can choose 3 cards with different grades from your drop and put them to your soul. And then if you have 4 different grades in your soul, you draw 1. CB1 and Soul Blast 3 though, I don't know, man. Oh, you got an Vanguard on top of that. Very cool, my friend. Very nice, very nice. He looks sick. I actually like prefer the normal version over the FFR, I think. Just because the FFR, like, I feel like, I don't know, he looks like a slot machine. Maybe Imagi ruined the art for me a little bit, but he does look like a slot machine. So, moving forward, look at this, like, why is there this much space in a pack? Like, even if I close it up, it's like, there must be a foil of some sort. So let's take a look at what it is. All right, so, ooh, okay, the Trickstar order. This is actually a pretty cool order. I like the art of it too. I like the golden orders in general. So if you have a Nirvana Vanguard, you can choose an Overdress unit and a Crossover Dress unit, 1 each. Oh, sorry, no. You have to have a Nirvana Vanguard, and you have to have a Overdress and a Crossover Dress unit in play to play this. You choose an Overdress unit, and for that turn, give it the skill Rearguard Circle once per turn. When your Vanguard attacks, stand it, and also choose a Crossover Dress unit and give it plus 10k power for the turn. So it's pretty cool. And our double rare is, oh, nice. It's the generic Brandgate card that we looked at earlier. So this is the Tando Eiji Dragon. And oh, Enlightened Age Dragon, I suppose. Sorry, it's like, as you can see, reading the Japanese katakana names is like, you have to piece together what the English might be from those. So nice. Good doubles overall. I think we still should have like another triple rare in here somewhere, and we have still a few packs left, so let's take a look at what we can get. Hopefully, something cool. All right, we got a heal into the rare order, and then some more Divine Sisters. You literally get a token in every single pack. Imagine those were the Dragontree markers instead. Would be great. Speaking of which, can we get a Dragontree in here? I feel like this might be a foil. Let's take a look. Ooh, the grade 2 Calamity looks very, very sick. Alright, the Hexorb support, so it's basically the old grade 3 Hexorb support, but in grade 2 form, so nice. And then we have the, was this Bruce support? No, it's a Steam Skara Zurgon. When you boost, you choose the boosted unit, and for that turn, give it a skill. When this unit attack hits a Vanguard, you can choose 2 cards from your drop and put them to your soul. Pretty generic, so not too bad. Oh, nice, the P's. And the grade 1 for the Unica. And we have 2 packs left. Can we hit a Unica from one of these? That'd be pretty insane. If we can hit a Unica, that'd be nice. Or if we can hit one of the Dragontree cards, that would also be very sick. Alright, so we have a heal, very nice, into a double rare. Oh, it's gonna be the bear, the oh yeah, this is the like Winnie the Pooh guy, so he's Grenfia support, I think. So oh no, I think it's Magnolia support, sorry. In the deck and in the hand, if you have a like whatever like beast thingy, I always forget the trait that Magnolia is. So if you have like the Magnolia trait, grade 2 or greater Vanguard, that is a different name from him, he gets grade -1 in hand and deck, so you can call him off the top. So you don't brick with Magnolia's right line. And then Rearguard Circle, if you have a Magnolia Vanguard, he gets plus 10k power. So pretty cool, just big power. So it's not too bad. And then some commons and the token, of course. And the last pack should have our last triple rare, actually. So very exciting. Please, Dragontree or Dragontree support would be very sick. Or the Wellstra grade 2 would also be very, very sick. If we can get one of those or Unica, I would greatly appreciate that. Let's take the cards off the back here, actually. So we see the rare, but then I think this should be a common as well, the grade 1 Calamity. Very nice. And then we should have just the 2 cards left. Oh no, we still have another Divine Sister off the back. And then we have another triple rare. That is right. Nice! It is a Dragontree support. It is the Dark States one. So this one says, of course, you can make a Dragontree marker and Rearguard Circle once per turn if your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, Soul Blast 2, and then choose a grade 1 or lower from your soul and call it to the same column as this unit. So pretty good. It's a generic card, so of course these will always be appreciated. So pretty good box, honestly. We hit the Calamity marker as well as a FFR, which is obviously very, very sick. So pretty good. Like, triples are pretty decent, I would say, not super crazy, but hitting the FFR definitely makes up for it. So that is going to be it for this box opening of the set 9 that just released here in Japan. I know quite a few of you are waiting for my set 8 meta analysis and like all decks video. I know I didn't do one for set 7. I didn't have time. It was a very busy period, but I will get one out for set 8 for you guys in English, because set 8 meta was actually really fun. I really enjoyed it. Still have some deck refiles I want to put up, like Tamayura as well as like Minerva and whatnot, and Luke here, of course. So look forward to those as well. But otherwise, if you like this video, please do give it a like. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. And if you'd like to support me in what I do and also help me deal with my moving costs, which I will continue to repeat until I actually move, because they're very, very steep, consider becoming a YouTube channel member as well. But anyway, with that being said, that's gonna be it for this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.